Hello everyone, it's me again. This time we're going to talk about the most powerful build in Adventure Quest. This build is called the Maximal Build. Why is it maximal? Because it takes advantage of melee, spells, and pets and guests. With this build, you can do over 300 damage per turn more than a warrior with Chieftain's Ironthorn. Count that, 300 damage per turn. Now let's go over build theory, how you're going to fight things. Now, my character is fully decked out, so I have many options for things. For example, on my weapons, I have the Ultra Krieger Blade, which is compression, which means it takes up frees up one weapon slot, so I can have Silas Staff to boost my spells. I have the Golem Summoner's Robe and the Generalist's Robe because I have the Tinkerer, which is a dual element armor, and I have on my misc items the Zeta Snai transformation formula, which gives me a water armor. So I can have these two armors here. This one to boost my spells, and this one to give me all the elements of guests that I could possibly need. Now, how to play this? First, we're going to... Actually, first you should see what the enemy is going to attack with, and if it has 200 luck, which it might have, you put yourself in a defensive armor. Well, the armor in which the element he attacks with. Let's say for some reason it would attack with energy. You go into the Tinkerer, put on the Hierarchal Shield, and start the bell. There. Now, I already have my Golem and my pet, so we're going to put here Silas Staff, and then we're going to equip this misc item, the Rejuvenating Necklace. This necklace, this misc, regains mana for you based on the damage that you do. This is great because it keeps your golem on you indefinitely, which means more damage. And it only costs 43 SP to use, so you're only going to lose 3 SP per turn, which is great. Now then, we're going to start casting. Oh yeah, while using the Generous Robe, it's good to have the class title as Wizard, so you can get the Efficient Spell, which conserves mana. Don't bother using lore on Generalist robes. It's not worth it. Not in my opinion, at least. It's 2 casts. What I do is I cast the spell 3 turns, not 4, like you'd usually do. Then I switch to one of my offensive armors. In this case it doesn't matter. Put on any shield and select one of my great weapons. This time it's the Painted Dragon Buster, because it triggers on Drakels and Dragonkin and dragons and Element 6. So this is a primo weapon to use. As you can see, there's a whole lot of damage being floated about the screen. And I guarantee this is the most damage you will do in-game for your items. But there are some negatives to the build. Namely, against a pure build, you have about 14 BTH less. So your attacks will likely not likely, they will miss a bit more. So don't use Chieftain's Iron Thorn on the big mobs, on the big defensive mobs. Just use them for lower level ones if you want. The other bad thing is that you have very low health. You have the minimal health, because for this build you don't want endurance. You want all the points you can get on your main stats, main damage stats. That is strength, intellect, and charisma. Now, why do I put intellect as the lowest of the three? Well, because there was an update recently that that changed the way mana was gained per point of intellect. Now you can cast 4 150 spells at just 185 intellect. You have the mana for that. That's why I put it at 185. 195 charisma, because, well, sure, why not? It makes no difference in having that or 200. Really, no difference. And 200 strength, because, well, that's going to be your fallback attack after you spend all your spells. So that's that. But that's about it. That's how you use the Maximal Build, and I really do recommend this build because you're just going to do the most damage you can do. It's as simple as that. It's the most powerful build in Adventure Quest. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.